Hello and welcome into the 2024 Heart Women's Soccer Media Day. I'm your host today, Jillian Carroll Latrinko. I'm the team reporter for the Kansas City Current in the National Women's Soccer League. But today, so excited to be joined by head coach of Clarke University, Josh Prince, also a former fellow UNI Panther. So Josh, always good to see you. And welcoming back to Media Day for a second year in a row, we have student athlete Morgan Catcher. Guys, thank you so much for your time. We're going to dive right in. And head coach Josh Prince, we're going to come your direction. Last season, another postseason appearance as you qualified for the Hart Conference tournament, which is so great. Congratulations. What are some of the things that you saw at the end of the season that you're hoping you can kind of carry over into 2024?
Yeah, I think last year, we're going to really rely on the maturity and the growth, right? So we went through a really good season. You know, we hit some bumps in the road in conference, but I think because we return a very mature group, that's the biggest thing that we're going to rely on. And we saw that at the end of the year. Just again, the overall, again, kind of more of the growth mindset in the team. Willing to, go up against adversity, challenge. And again, it's a senior-led group when going through. So we're just really excited to have them come back to campus and get going because there's such a good foundation already. It's not like that we have to start over. Now it's about the players coming in. Can they enhance what we already have?
Awesome. Well, Coach, talk to us a little bit about Morgan. You brought her back for the second year of Media Day, which is a big compliment, I think. Talk to us a little bit about just who she is and how she impacts the squad.
Yeah, Morgan has been a captain for us, coming back again, captain for us, and really, again, one of those foundations and pillars of, that growth mindset and wanting more every year. She is one of the individuals on the team that likes to just constantly push. She pushes her teammates, she pushes staff, she pushes herself. But again, like I said, she's one of many seniors that have that leadership role. Again, ecstatic to have her kind of finish things out. And again, no issues in regards of what she brings to the table at all.
All right, Morgan, coming your direction. As mentioned, welcome back to Media Day. Thanks for spending some time with us. Talk to us a little bit about how your off-season training went and just how excited you are to get back with your teammates.
Yeah, I always like to push myself in summer, like no matter the heat or weather conditions, always getting that running in and touches and doing some strength training with my trainer. I think that's super important to be consistent with that, but also give myself some rest time when I need it. And then coming back, I'm super excited to see everyone, super excited to see the new players coming in. I know we have a few girls willing to step up and wanting to play that role that my sister played and Jamie Alberton played as well. So just excited to see what they bring.
Yes, very cool. You mentioned your sister there, but who are some people in your life that encouraged you, inspired you, and really have made an impact on your specific journey through the game of soccer?
Yeah, honestly, my sister completely. I've played with her since I was young, my team and her team all together. It's going to be interesting playing without her for the second time. I know since we're a year behind, I played high school without her, but just going to be interesting away from home, relying on my teammates to be supportive like she was for me. So.
Yeah, and talk a little bit about how your teammates support each other, obviously on the pitch, in the locker room, but also maybe just in life as a college student.
Yeah, I really push my teammates to just reach out to each other, just see how they're doing, even if we don't talk a lot to someone specifically, just reaching out, seeing how they're doing is always really important. Having that chemistry off the field is as well as important as it is on the field.
Yeah. Coach, coming back your direction, you actually chair the Hart Women's Soccer Coaches Group. So how much does that mean to you? Why is that so important to you to get the coaches together and collaborate on policies and procedures?
Yeah, I think it's awesome being able to obviously represent the women's side in that aspect because of just what the Heart is, in regards of just soccer as a whole, but as a conference as a whole. And so, I think it's just an awesome opportunity that presented itself. I was just like, absolutely, when going through. So yeah, for me, I think it's just a tremendous thing to be able to kind of help guide and lead, or just kind of be that point person for the coaches, to the conference, when going through. So yeah, love the opportunity when going through, and it's just a great group of coaches that we have on the soccer side.
And coach, there's no denying this movement, this light being shined on women's sports in general, but specifically the game of soccer. Obviously, Midwest, you have the KC Current, right? But also just in the youth side, collegiately, how do you feel like this will impact the collegiate level, and specifically like your team, your conference?
Yeah, I mean, I talk about with my staff, and even players, like so much has changed from, I don't want to be that cliche, back in my day. But in the past, I would say, let's say 5 years even, the landscape of youth soccer, professional, it's just changed drastically. But I think it's such a positive way when going through, because there's, I think, a lot more opportunities, a lot more, I don't want to say spotlight, but there's just more opportunities when going through. And again, I think that's a tremendous thing for the women's game, because they haven't had that opportunity before, and it's really kind of all levels when going through. So to me, I think it's a really positive thing. But yeah, I mean, the past 5 years, just the landscape of youth soccer, like I said, collegiate soccer, with everything that's happened now at Division 1, everything is still changing, and it's, how do you keep up with the Joneses in this sense?
It's wild, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it's positive, so we'll take it. Morgan, coming back your direction, congratulations. You're a second team all conference selection last season. What does an honor like that mean to you?
Oh, it's honestly, it was surprising to me. I didn't think I had the greatest season. But I appreciate the other coaches having faith in me, and hopefully I can get that first team spot this year. So
Awesome. Best of luck to you on that. Coach, coming back your direction, just talk a little bit about the team this year. What's unique about it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily unique. Like I said, we just returned such a mature group, right? And so we focused a lot in the off season on the culture, relationship building, kind of again, that growth mindset as a whole. Because again, we want to continue to foster that, and we had a really good kind of leadership group that helped drive things on and off the field, doing more together. So like I said, I think coming into this fall, it's essentially kind of picking up where we left off when going through. And don't get me wrong, we'll have to probably shake some rust off of some players, but that's the part of preseason that we love. And then also seeing how to plug and play the new players coming in when going through. So yeah, again, I think from the staff standpoint, we're just really excited. We feel like we have a good group returning, but we also have good pieces coming in as new players. So yeah.
All right. Well, you kind of alluded to it there, but August 19th, you have an exhibition match against FC United. Tell us about FC United, your partnership with them, and how you hope that this match will help you prepare.
Yeah. So we've always had a good relationship with that club team out of Cedar Rapids when going through. And so for us, it's just merely a matter of an opportunity to, one, even showcase some of the local talent. They just got done winning, I think, youth nationals when going through. So again, to me, it's a really good opportunity from a recruiting standpoint, but also to kind of showcase our players and give them the opportunity when going through. Because prior to that game, we also play St. Ambrose University in an exhibition. So, it's kind of getting, two different levels in a sense as we go in. So we can always tweak things, depending on each game. But yeah, again, just the relationship that we have with that club has always been tremendous when going through.
Awesome. And Morgan, coming back your direction, coach has mentioned it. You've actually even used the word leadership. You're clearly a leader on this team. Talk a little bit about your leadership style for us.
Yeah, I always like to push my players to like do better, not focus on the one bad thing they do, but push each other. Don't help them look at the positive side and just keep going, One bad day doesn't make the season.
Yeah, and kind of on a similar note, what would you say to young like athletes aspiring to play at the collegiate level?
Yeah, every day's a new day, You really just have to push yourself. You have to be in that mindset that, you're gonna grow every day. You might not see it next day, but in a week, matter of time, maybe a month, you're gonna notice it, and so are others.
Very wise words there, Morgan. Talk to us about some of your team goals for this year.
Yeah, I think definitely a big team goal with making playoffs consistently. I think hosting would be a great goal to start. I think that's a big stepping stone for us as a university and as a team. So
Awesome.
definitely hosting and, maybe even making the national tournament would be great.
Yeah. I love it. Awesome. Well, Coach and Morgan, very good to spend some time with you this morning. It sounds like you guys are well on your way to another successful season. Thank you so much for being here for Media Day today.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jillian.